Man, so
facts.
this past not it wasn't this past weekend. It was the weekend before, right?
Yeah. It was almost. Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So we went canvassing, Devin, to ACL. I know you're very familiar with that because you used to be an Austinite. And
The music festival, correct?
Yes,
it is everybody out there who doesn't know what ACL is. The music festival in Austin, big music festival. Good time.
Great time.
And there's like a gang of people there. Like
so many fucking people.
Like 100,000 or something.
There's like definitely a few people there. A few people there to enjoy music, to walk around, to people see. There's definitely a chance that you might see some folks there on a weekend.
A whole gaggle of people, and it was a great time. Like, so Jordan and I, we had this great idea of going down there dressed in Taco Bell sauce packets.
Yeah,
and we would essentially canvass for the cheesy gordita bunch. You know, talk to people, get them. We printed out some flyers with our QR code on them, and got people to subscribe right then and there on the spot.
Yeah,
it was fucking rad.
It was awesome. Yeah, John sent me a picture of it, and it was the picture with UI and the other girl Jordan.
Yeah,
and he goes, "Devin looks different," and I thought that was funny, but. Yeah, it was funny, but then he also said we had pitch cards, which is kind of funny. But anyway,
learning from the best.
For sure. Now, our intention. What was the intention for that, Jordy?
So the idea is just we just wanted to go out there and get some people subscribed to the show. Obviously, any soul that has this beautiful podcast, this incredible podcast, touch them. Okay.
Yeah.
And resonate in their eardrums, falls in love. And we decided, you know what? If we had another 50 people, 100 people maybe, but 50 people that said, you know what? And then they subscribed, they heard what we had to share. We knew the world would be a little bit better. And that was the intention, was to make the world a little bit better. Yeah, and so we went out and we did just
mission
that.
Accomplished.
Wow, accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Jordan, now, can I just say the way that you just stated that was like profound, man. It was beautiful.
You know, it's only because of the quality of podcasts that we're able to collectively put together. It's it's 80-20. You know, 80-20, mostly you two, a little bit of me. I just ha-has on the mic. But
hey, that 20 is a lot, though.
Thank you.
Okay, that 20 is a lot. That's nothing to scoff at.
So
I appreciate that.
I gotta ask you guys something, because I saw this picture, and you really got to give it to the commitment to the praise of Bell Nation. When you see these pictures, like you guys went out there fully decked out, head to toe, in Taco Bell. Did people think you were represented by Taco Bell, and then you had to explain to them that actually no, it's a separate.
I don't think so.
No,
entity?
It was so we were pretty. I mean, I was pretty upfront that we were doing something separate.
Oh yeah.
So I was pretty quick about it. Most of the time, I was saying, "Where are my Taco Bell people who loves Taco Bell?"
Exactly.
And somebody would be like, I fucking love Taco Bell."
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, "Oh, bro, come here real fast. Me and my homie right here, we started a Taco Bell podcast. It's the shit."
Yeah, and I mean, obviously,
and then we would just get people to subscribe right there with our
obviously
QR codes.
We would get some people who would be like, "Oh, never had it, don't like it."
Yeah. There was this one couple. They had
and
a
then
little kid with them.
did you publicly shame them?
Publicly.
Oh, absolutely.
We threw tomatoes at them.
Good.
There was this couple, and they had their son. He had to be 7. And something like that, right? And I was like, "Oh, you guys love Taco Bell. I can tell." I said something like that, and they were like, "No, he's maybe had it like once his entire life." And she's like, kind of said it like that, like she was a little embarrassed, and kind of laughed. And I was like, "What? Once? We got to get that kid some nutrition. What is going on?" And like she was walking away, she never looked back, but the dad was fucking laughing, dude. I could see his shoulders moving. It was fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, we were literally talking to every single person we could.
Yeah, it was good. And I remember one time there was these 2 older ladies that walked by me, and this is the good part about like doing our own shit is like, because as everyone that does this podcast know, we do some like fundraising and canvassing. You have to be very particular how you engage people because you can't leave a negative impression. It's not good for the organization, right?
No,
but with our shit, it didn't matter. It didn't quite matter the same. So
there was email me.
Exactly, email me. And
take it up with Glen Bell. All right. I'm just out here preaching the gospel of Glen Bell.
Hey, my name is Jordan Krenek. You can file a formal complaint. Just send it to jordankrenek@gmail.com. But no, man. So there was these two like older ladies walking by, and I was like, y'all love Taco Bell. I can tell. And they were and like my delivery was like a little off, actually. It wasn't even that good. It was worse. And let's just say they weren't in shape. And they were like,
why'd you look at me? Why'd you look at me?
She was like, she said something to the effect of like, yeah, clearly, we're fat. We get it. And I was like, you know what? I think I delivered that wrong. And I was like, I'll try something different next time. But they laughed about it.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. We weren't fat-shaming some old ladies.
No, yeah. They laughed about it. I mean, obviously, like, I should probably use some different verbiage there. But it was funny.
I was going to say, most of everybody we talked to were, like, super buff in tank tops. You know what I mean? So saying, oh, you look like you like Taco Bell, it wasn't offensive to everybody. But to
those old ladies were like, "What do I look like? Do I look like a buff guy in a tank top? Why would you say that to me?"
But yeah, out of everything, I think like some of our major takeaways was there was actually quite a lot of women that really love Taco Bell, which is really interesting. There were a lot of women that were like, I fucking love Taco Bell. I mean, the two people that stood out to me most, I forgot the other girl's name, but there was Jordan, who bought the earrings, and the other girl who wanted them was like, you know what?
Yeah, I don't remember her name.
Yeah, but anyway, there was the short version was that those two people were easily the most excited. Now, obviously, we have a tiny-ass pool of two people that were very excited.
Yeah.
But they were women, and we just thought maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
Well, also you think, because all in all, we got about 55 subscribers total, which is
awesome,
which is fantastic. You know, we were out there for an hour and a half and we talked to as many people as we absolutely could. And I mean, there was one instance where Jordan was like pitching these two women about our podcast, and someone literally stopped in their tracks, and like whipped around real quick and was like, "I'm sorry, what is this? What is this? What are you guys doing?" And we're like, great. "Oh, we started a Taco Bell podcast called Cheesy Gordita Bunch. I gotta know more. You gotta tell me more." And so I was like, "Well, do you have Spotify or Apple Podcasts? You know,
let's get to it.
You got Venmo."
You on Patreon?
But then overall, it was like Taco Bell is just really well received. At the end of the day, people.
At the end of the day,
yeah, people. Obviously, there was plenty of people that were like, "I'm fucking vegan.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
I'm dumb. I don't have friends. I don't like Taco Bell."
And there were some people that were like vegetarian that didn't know that Taco Bell is like the vegetarian fast food capital of
the fucking mecca for vegetarians.
Well, exactly. Like they didn't.
You gotta be out there realizing and understanding that most people deep down in their hearts love Taco Bell. They might not mean it, they might not say it there in the moment, but
hey, well said, Devin.
Well said.
Vegans, 7-year-old kids, they come off of as assholes sometimes, like right off the bat, but that doesn't mean that somewhere in there isn't a shining star for Taco Bell that just needs to be ignited. And that's why you guys are out there, and that's why I'm proud of you for what you've been able to do.
I appreciate that. Devin, get off your ass. Get with it next time, all right?
Fly your ass down here, all right, for an hour and a half of canvassing, you son of a bitch.
Did you guys actually go to ACL afterwards?
I did because my sister bought tickets.
He did,
but
I totally did not have tickets for ACL. Yeah, out of my class, you know what I mean?
Shut up, dude. Shut up.
Some of us ain't got it, all right?
Mine were free. It was
my
sister.
Whoa.
Wow. You drive a BMW, all of a sudden you get free tickets to everything. I get it.
But I think overall, it was successful, and people were excited to hear, because this is the last thing I'll say about it, and I'll let you kind of like move on if you want. But
okay.
The last thing I was gonna say was part of Devin, you've said this a lot of times, and you've consistently said this, and I feel the same way. Part of like the fun of us having a Taco Bell podcast is literally the fact that people go, "You have a what?" Yeah. And like it was so great to see people still continue to react that way.
Yep.
And just respond and like make a face, do it, laugh, and then like also be like, all right, like how can I fucking listen to that?
My favorite part about the canvassing was when we said we had a Taco Bell podcast, it usually was followed up with, so you guys just talk about Taco Bell all day?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, no,
and you're
we
like,
do
you're
so
damn
much
right
more.
it is. You damn right that's what we do.
Yeah.
Well, the thing I think is like Taco Bell is like, people always say this about like drugs and alcohol, but like Taco Bell is a product that sells itself. When you shout Taco Bell on the street,
like
people's ears perk up. They want to know more.
Yeah, no, very true. And another thing similar, like I think is a really apt comparison because in the 80s, the CIA really pushed Taco Bell into lower
income communities.
Yep.
In urban communities, yeah. So yeah, apt comparison for sure.
Crazy time. It was a crazy time, and all over.
That was funny as fuck.
Yeah,
Nick.
yeah. Well, let's get this bad boy started.
I want a creepy Gordita bunch. I want the creepy Gordita bunch. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Cheesy Gordita Bunch podcast, the official show of the Taco Bell Cult Facebook group. I'm your host, Nick Ortiz, and with me as always, my co-hosts, DJ Dill, Devin Hanley, and the Baja Sauce. And the Baja Sauce in this Blackjack Taco, Jordan Cravens Krenek.
Hey,
what's goody?
The Blackjack Taco. Talk about a hard memory there.
Yeah, that was a Halloween special for Taco Bell. You guys remember that? It was a black taco.
I remember the purple poop. I remember it fondly.
Hey, kudos to you for that throwback gym right there, for pulling that out the closet or the box
no worries. And we are actually joined by special guest, the Stinky Wizard, T.W. Warren, and apparently he's got some good stuff for us.
Ooh, welcome back to the studio.
All right, boys. So I need you to keep a secret.
Okay.
It's me, Glen.
Wait, Glen Bell?
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Glen Bell has possessed T.W. Warren?
He doesn't know this, so don't let anybody know. I brought you this because I thought it was super important that people heard it, because we've got to get this film made.
Holy cow! So this is big news. Then are we the first people you've told about this?
I've told you guys, and then I told an old friend that I met at a Greyhound.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so what exactly is this? Because in the email you said it's a script for your biopic?
It's a biopic along the lines of Aaron Sorkin's Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Or what the one about that piece of shit Roy Kroc?
Oh, the founder.
The Fountainhead.
The fountain. Okay. All right. Okay. So just to clarify, you have a script for us
about me, Glen Bell.
Now, how exactly did you get out of White Heaven?
Can't talk about it.
Come on, dude. That's fucking White Heaven's maximum security.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly, it's not. Clearly, it's not.
But I knew I could come to you guys, my acolytes.
Not your acolytes.
I knew that I could come to you preaching the gospel of the Holy Bell to try to get this film made. So it's a little bit of a big. Hold on.
Oh my God! How many pages is that?
Last time I counted 1,400.
1,400 pages.
100 pages. My God! Oh, why does it smell like beef?
So it's a trilogy about me.
Oh wow!
Glen Bell, the Taco Titan.
Is it all done on napkins? What
it's
the fuck?
all written on napkins, and I tried using one of the computing machines to try to get it done, but I got a bunch of, what do you guys call them, diseases on the computer.
Oh, no.
So you don't have good computers up in White Heaven?
We don't get computers in White Heaven. We have TV, 6 stations, a lot of Rosolian aisles, which you boys know I love.
Okay.
2 broke girls.
I mean, I'm a fan. Go on.
And then Roy Kroc snuck in a copy of The Fountainhead, which is where I got my idea. Gotta get this script made. Gotta get it to my followers.
Okay.
Because I knew you guys had the funds and you had the followers to get it written.
So they must have a lot of misinformation there in White Heaven, because we definitely don't have the funds or said followers to create a movie.
I absolutely do not believe you. I know for a fact you guys were just talking about going to the ACL.
ACL.
Yeah, and you talking to people and getting fat ladies to follow me.
Okay, fair enough.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. We definitely did do that.
So I thought the best idea is bringing it to you guys, reading some of the scenes that I have written, and try to get funding from Robert Zemeckis or maybe Zack Snyder or David Fincher.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or
could you
Michael
imagine?
Bay.
This definitely already looks like a really great addition to the Snyderverse.
Yeah,
like when that
maybe we could get Gene Wilder in to do it, or maybe Bob Hoskins, or
right.
I gotta tell you, Glenn, both of those people are dead. They've been dead for at least 2 or 3 years.
Oh God.
Bob Hoskins is dead, right?
No, I didn't see them in White Heaven, so I didn't know.
But this is the Halloween episode. I mean, anything can happen, right? Like Bob Hoskins and who was the other one? Because the other one was definitely dead too. Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Oh, yeah.
I love Gene Wilder and
Gene
all the questions you've had about sex, but we're too afraid to ask because you kept fucking that lamb, and that was just.
That's Gene.
I get
it.
Okay. Well, then let me see this thing.
Yeah, go ahead. So, it's a rough cut, as you can tell. There are a couple of smudges, but I think it could be it's legible. So I thought we could go ahead and here you go. Here's Act 1, Scene 1.
Let me see here.
So Jordan, I'm gonna have you read, if you don't mind. You're gonna be playing my long departed brother T-Bone.
So just a heads up, we're not actors. Are you sure we're going to be able to do this justice?
Oh, 100%. Because
what do you mean we're not actors?
My number one.
What about the Cheesy Gordita Bunch Broadway play, Nick, that we were talking about writing together?
And I think we could get the funding through this film. It's going to be a box office smash. It's going to be bigger than NBC's smash.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, I think we're really onto something here, guys.
I'm totally down to give it a try. Let's read through a couple scenes.
Yeah,
then.
Jordan, I'm gonna have you be T-Bone. Devin, I'm gonna have you, if you can, go ahead and read the scene directions, and play my old Vato Utah. And then Nick, if you don't mind playing Freddy.
Okay, I'll play Freddy.
So Devin, if you can go ahead and start off from the top for me.
Yeah.
A train is going across the countryside. Steam rises above it, billowing like my ex-wife when she wore a muumuu, but pretended it was a sundress. That bitch. We quickly pan down, revealing a young, handsome, and debonair, light-skinned Mexican, Glen Bell Jr., racing across the tops of the train.
What?
He has a red scarf that is dragging behind him from the wind of the train. Can we do this practically? Like, can we get Andrew Garfield to run across some trains? This is some Oscar-level shit. I'm sure we could persuade him.
Yeah, I don't think I told you guys, but I was thinking of getting, because I loved the Facebook so much, and Andrew Garfield was fantastic at being brown. So I thought maybe we could get him to play me, light-skinned Mexican Glen Bell.
First off, okay, as a Mexican, I take offense to this. Glen Bell is not Mexican. You're clearly a white man.
No, Bell is a traditional Mexican name. It was brought over by the Spanish.
Okay, so I don't even understand the reasoning behind, like, why not just make you white?
Because I'm not white, and I want the truest version of me brought to screen.
Okay, fair enough.
Devin, if you can continue.
Before he turns dramatically so we can appreciate his chiseled features.
Now, this is me as in a voiceover. Growing up in the barrio, life wasn't easy. Some of us putos would do anything to get out.
Glen Bell Jr. climbs down into the train cart.
I was no exception. But if you had told me the same light-skinned Mexican kid who was running around selling pies all over these train lines would one day graduate high school and improve the taco, I'd tell you that it's not me. I'm not a...
Glen Bell Jr. slides the red train car shut, revealing the title card. Title card, Taco Titan, Glen Bell, a hard shell and a soft shell world, the Taco Bell saga, part uno, the founder. Credits play. Something similar to the opening of Die Another Day, but with a lot more scorpions.
What is going on?
Intro train scene. We are inside the train now. Glen Bell Jr. pulls a satchel off his side and unveils an assortment of food from it. He hands it to the other people in the cart, revealing there's a barrel with a fire in it. 3 hobos, like with fingerless gloves and everything, are standing around the fire. In order from left to right, there's Utah Phillips, T-Bone, and Hobo Joe. But only if we get the rights from Disney. Otherwise, it's Freddie the Freeletter. No, wait, just binged it, and everything's going to be okay. Everybody liked Freddie the Freeletter, so we're going to keep that. Will they even remember Hobo Joe? Fuck it. Going to Freddie. And Freddie the Freeletter.
Now, for the most part, I found hobos to be clean, respectful, and courteous. But these 3, they were my track brothers. First, we've got Utah Phillips.
We focus on Utah Phillips. He has a dirty beard, a guitar, and a harmonica. You know, like one of those hippied out college liberals.
Utah was a wacky guy who had all sorts of ideas about workers' rights. Like that would catch on. But more importantly, he introduced me to the band Gogol Bordello.
Great band. Intro, different train car.
Interior,
different train car.
So I don't know if you know much about screenwriting as Glen Bell knows, but you read cut to, interior, different train car, and then the scene, it's kind of letting the director and the camera people know this is where we go, this is where we are. This is what we're shooting. Here are the people that are in it. Here are the lines that people are saying. And
okay, I'll do it from there. Cut to interior, different train car. The door is open, and Utah and Glenn are looking out at California. You gotta remember that a guitar is never really in tune, Mexican Glen Bell. We have ideas of what a guitar should sound like. Society has ideas that they apply to the guitar. But you know as a minority how itself it's to be different. To play the song as you want it. There is music everywhere. Beautiful, out-of-tune music. You just gotta play it.
Without him, I never would have discovered folk punk. And I will always be grateful. When he ran for president, I didn't give him any money.
And that's true, right? Didn't Utah Phillips actually run for president?
Mm-hmm, and he didn't get a cent from me, that bastard.
Cut to interior, train car, back. We focus on T-Bone. T-Bone is the most traditional hobo imaginable. If he doesn't have a sack over his shoulder, I reserve the right to pull my life rights from the film, and good luck telling this story about H.J. Hines, the fucking tomato hack.
Next, we've got T-Bone Slim. T-Bone was at some point a journalist and always kept a pencil and a flask on him.
Cut to exterior. Cut to exterior caboose. The train is cutting next to the water. T-Bone and Glen Bell stare out the window. T-Bone is writing something in a notebook.
What are you writing there, S.A. T-Bone?
I'm just writing down what I see. The world is a big place. Did you know one day we'll have underwater trains?
What makes you say that, S.A. T-Bone?
'Cause I can tell. The last place on Earth to explore is underwater. And they need the pioneers of trains to do it.
There must be something to explore on land, S.A. T-Bone.
Nothing that trains can get you to. Well, maybe. No.
No, what is it, S.A. T-Bone?
It's silly.
Nothing you say is silly, S.A. T-Bone.
Well, perhaps. There may be a world of flavor out there. And maybe, just maybe, someone can help make that accessible for all at affordable rates while embracing their cultural heritages tastefully.
Now you need
but I don't know.
Now you need Gene Wilder to come with you.
But I don't know. Saying it out loud, it just sounds silly.
No way, S.A. T-Bone. That is a beautiful dream, and I hope we can live through it. Maybe even I could be that person, S.A. T-Bone.
T-Bone tussle. Oh, wait. No, that's you, Devin.
T-Bone tussles Mexican Glen Bell's hair. Tussle, tussle, tussle. T-Bone chortles to himself as Mexican Glen Bell looks on wide-eyed and innocent of the future that he will soon be living.
Maybe. If there was anybody who could do that, it'd be you. Light-skinned, but clearly Mexican, Glen Bell. It'd be you. Hold the fucking record. What the This is what he says?
Yeah, no, this is exactly pretty much what he told me on that train car that day.
They stare off.
Somebody's an enabler, okay?
Yeah.
They stare off at the sea. They know there is just something great just beyond their grasp. For now.
T-Bone would eventually die by falling in the waters of New York, but a quote of his always stayed with me. Always keep yourself fit to serve mankind. Watch yourself. Do not watch the boss. If I had learned anything from him, it was that I had to be my own boss.
Cut 2. Interior train. Back of the cart. We focus on Freddy the Freeloader and the classic Freddy the Freeloader costume America knows and loves. Doesn't require a single description to explain. You know what that looks like in your head. Freddy pulls a can of pinto beans out of his pockets, prying it open with his hands, and pours the second half into Mexican Glen Bell Jr.'s hand.
If only I had some sort of flat, pancake-like food to put this in.
And another voiceover, and finally we've got Freddy the Freeloader. Freddy always had a smile on his face.
Cut 2, extended train yard. Exterior train yard. God damn it. Cut 2, exterior train yard. T-Bone, Utah, and Glen Bell sit against a series of barrels, and Freddy the Freeloader shuck and jive for the three of them. His feet move like the youthful and urban maids I hired when I moved to Florida. Utah plays a tune on his guitar. Glen definitely clapping on beat because he always does. Mm-hmm. The fun is cut short at 30 police officers storm the rail yard.
Oh no, it's the fuzz.
But aren't the police the good guys, S.A. T-Bone?
They definitely are, but occasionally as a part of our transient lifestyle, we come to a head. Like a chicken in a corncob pipe factory. Thankfully,
what the fuck does that even mean?
Like a chicken in a corncob pipe factory.
Thankfully, there is nothing police like more than shucking and jiving than the shucking and jiving of Freddy the Freeloader. Now run, everyone!
T-Bone, Utah, and Glen run away. As they do, Freddy the Freeloader begins to shuck and jive harder than he's ever shucked and jived before. The police all stop and stare at him. They begin to clap and cheer. Cut 2, interior train cart. The three hobos are booking it onto the train. In the distance, we hear an eruption of gunfire come out of the rail yard. The train pulls out, and as it turns, we see Freddy the Freeloader dancing as they shoot the guns at his feet. Freddy is visibly crying in fear at how fast he is shucking and jiving, and nothing else.
Freddy.
So on 3?
Yeah.
All right, 3 or 1, 2, 3. Freddy!
In slow motion, Freddy and Glen lock eyes. The police begin to fire at Freddy. Glen screams. Freddy, now being filled to the brim with bullet holes, like beans in my trademark bean and cheese burrito that didn't exist before I got involved in my culture's food, Freddy falls to the ground, a smile on his face.
Seeing Freddy full of holes showed me 2 things that day. 1, life is short and begins at conception. And 2, cops are always justified in a good old-fashioned shuck and jive hobo slaughter, even when it's your friend.
Okay, now I get why you're in white heaven.
Exactly. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
So, is Freddy? Did someone actually shuck and jive until they were killed?
Yeah. Oh. The way I remember it.
Okay. All right. So that looks like that's the end of the first scene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
what do you think? Right, pretty good so far.
It's all right. It's a little. It's a little
racy. I know people aren't ready for the truth of my life, Glen Bell.
You're clearly a white man. Okay, we should just all point this out. Everyone in studio, Glen Bell's a white man, right?
Obviously.
White passing.
Okay. All right. So should we turn to scene 2?
Yeah, let's get. So this is right now the first chapter of Taco Titan is kind of my rise to being the Taco Titan, and this is a scene featuring me and my first ex-wife. Let's see here. So for this next scene, like I was saying, this next scene is about me and my ex-wife. There is a couple of very artistic tableaus that I think would be beautiful for a Tom Hanks to direct.
Okay.
And so for this one, I was thinking, Jordan, you could be my ex-wife.
Happily.
Devin, I'm going to have you be Taco Factory Worker 1.
Okay.
By the way, can I just say, it's fucking ex-wife for the title of her character.
Oh, it does say fucking ex-wife.
But not like we're fucking the ex-wife.
More like that bitch.
That bitch.
Yeah. Your words, not mine.
Okay, all right.
And then, let's see here. Devin, you're Taco Factory Worker 1. Nick, you'll be number 2. And then I'll also have you play the white man later on in the scene.
Okay, all right. I'll be white man.
All right, and then...
Wow, first time for everything, huh, Nick?
Yeah.
There it is.
Devin,
maybe I'll get a loan.
You probably, I don't know, take a nice friendly walk down the street.
Yes.
Devin, I'm going to have you read the scene headers again and the descriptors.
Interior kitchen. Mexican Glen Bell is in his home's kitchen, sitting at the table. His ex-wife, who got what she goddamn deserved, is standing across the clearly stressed out Glen. She looks like a wilted asparagus, but in a hot way that you'll think about for the rest of your life whenever you orgasm. Mm-hmm. So you have to focus on not saying her name, and you suspect your current wife knows, but she won't say anything because the other parts are so good that she will let this slide, but you both deeply know that she needs to comment for both of your sakes. Instead, you just come thinking of wilted asparagus.
Hold on. There is no evidence, okay, of her resembling wilted asparagus. Wilted asparagus.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Okay.
All right. And I thought you loved your wife. What?
Yeah, she must have been your wife for like a reason, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
So, me in voiceover. Not everybody could see what I could see. Could imagine the world of flavor that I could.
But why would you take such a risk, honey bear?
I can't keep providing people my deliciously damp chili dogs.
But they are deliciously damp.
I know that, but damn it, I know exactly how deliciously damp they are. But I need to evolve.
Why ruin a good thing?
Me in voiceover. Part of me knew she was right, but my deliciously damp chili dogs were selling faster than disgustingly dry pancakes.
Cut 2. Montage. Close-up of a white person shoving a chili dog in their mouth.
White people liked them.
Close-up of a black person eating a chili dog.
The blacks liked them.
What the fuck? Close-up of a Mexican person eating a chili dog.
Even La Rosa, my own fellow Latinx, liked them.
We do a long pan of people of every sort, but like especially the non-whites, because that shit is selling so well. Can we get a cast from an Old Navy commercial for this?
But I knew I could do more.
Cut 2, interior kitchen, back. We are back where we left off.
I know I can do more, damn it.
Wait, it says like a little bitch. What am I supposed to
Yeah, what does that mean? What is that direction?
What am I? Say it like a little bitch would.
All right, let me give it a run. Wait, I know you can. I'm going to read it first. I know you can, but do you want this to end up like mini golf course? Okay. All right. I know you can, but do you want this to end up like the mini golf course?
How dare you?
I just want you to consider this. That's all.
Tacos are my culture.
Of course it is, my sweet churro of a man.
It's pronounced churro, like burrow with a ch instead of a buh.
I'm sorry. I'm just worried. Most of the people who are buying food from you are white. Do you think they'll be able to handle the spicy flavors from south of the border?
Glen Bell stands up and walks over to the window and looks out at the taco factory just a ways away. Cut 2. Interior of taco factory. 2 Mexicans, just like me, are working in the dark, dingy factory. The tortilla machine explodes and the room is covered in smoke. One of them, the worker, is covered in ash and looks around frantically.
So really quick, I just want to chime in and say this like spicy food thing, real concern, right, Nick?
Is that? I mean, definitely.
At the time, because
definitely a real concern because I mean, Mexican food just wasn't that big then. You know, back in the 60s and the 50s, it just wasn't. You know, it wasn't as prevalent. Even though California was a part of Mexico.
Obviously, like what it's like the word is fucking Spanish.
Yeah.
Right. Like anyway.
And who changed that?
I did. But yeah, people thought it was like not safe for your stomach and shit. Like kind of like how Indian food is seen now.
Yeah, no, exactly the way Indian food is seen now.
Yeah, I mean, but like I don't know, dude. Deli belly is like real. Like that's like a real thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right, go, carry on.
Tio. He rushes through the space and finds his friend, which for you white people reading this, what Tio means, just FYI, he is currently being crushed under a massive amount of cornmeal. Tio!
First off, Theo,
it's Theo
means uncle. It means uncle.
Maybe where you come from, but I remember growing up in the barrio. We called every older man Tio.
All of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I'm Taco Factory number 1. 2, I mean, my legs, bruh. My legs.
It's okay.
No, I try that again. Hit it with like, I think you can give a little more on that.
Okay.
Yeah, the direction there's with the accent. You know the one.
You know the one.
My leg. I don't know. I can't do really.
You know, like that mouse.
Like you hit it with the.
My legs, bro.
My legs, yeah.
My legs, bro. My legs.
It's okay. We're going to get through this.
It's too late for me, but please, bruh.
This shit is so racist.
Please don't let the cornmeal go to waste.
Taco Factory Worker 1 holds Taco Factory Worker 2 in his arms. They sob like characters who have full names and backstories, but that sounds like a lot of work. Maybe I can add it later. Jose? Is Jose a good name? No! Cut to interior kitchen. Back. Glenn looks back from the factory.
I need to introduce the world to the flavors, Damn it. Do you know how many people died helping wrangle California to true freedom?
Oh, fuck.
I can't imagine.
I will make them non-spicy. That's what I'll do.
But my sweet and slightly fried churro, lightly dusted in white sugar and ridged due to having been piped from a curera. A syringe-like tool with a star-shaped nozzle. That means the Mexicans won't buy them.
Great woman voice, by the way, Jordan.
Thanks. Sound a lot like my wife.
Cut 2. Exterior food stand. Glen leans with his elbows on the counter looking out at the empty seats. It's clearly a great place, but it doesn't seem to be doing well right now. We stare in at his face. He looks concerned and questioning. He has reached the low point. Should he give up on his dream of bringing affordable food from his culture to the masses? Should Glen just surrender and admit how foolhardy this all is? Should he just kick the bucket right there and now? What's a man that doesn't have a dream? What would his mom say?
Maybe I should just...
Can I get a taco?
We now see a standard white man, clean cut, a suit and tie, a job, and it's standing there at the counter.
How could you tell he has a job?
Because of the suit and tie.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Is that how you say it, taco?
It's taco, gringo.
Well, fantastic. Thank you, kind sir. One of your finest tacos, please.
1 sec.
Cut 2. Interior kitchen. Glen meticulously makes a taco. You see an artist at work. He does everything perfectly, making sure he nails the delicious taco meat that used to be chili meat. He nails the deep frying of the shell. He nails the other steps, too, that I totally remember. It should feel like a scene from a Jon Favreau movie, the one Chef, but Mexican instead of Cuban, because I do know there is a difference, yeah?
This was it, the true test. Could I put it off, my first taco? All my dreams and the dreams of my people stood on my shoulders in this moment. Could I pull it off?
Cut 2, exterior food stand. Glen walks out carrying his scrumptious and clearly fantastic California-style taco. He hands it to the white man. Everything slows down. It's the most stressful moment of this light-skinned Mexican man's life. The white man takes a bite holding the taco like a fucking idiot. He spills taco innards all over his suit as he bites. Glen lets out a sad sigh and starts to walk away defeated. Are we going to get a sad sigh? Okay. A hand grabs him on the shoulder. He turns and looks terrified. The white man has the biggest smile on his big old pale, pasty white face.
Well, mister, that is the best taco I've ever had. Could I have 2 more?
Si, senor.
Glen races back into the kitchen and begins furiously cooking. Montage! Glen cooks tacos, Jon Favreau style, but Mexican. The white man shovels tacos into his mouth like my favorite cartoon character, Speedy Gonzales. Glen can't make enough tacos.
Glen Bell's
the white
favorite
man
character.
is so happy he begins to get up and dance.
So his favorite character is Speedy Gonzales?
Yeah, he's the representation of my race.
Oh my!
First off, that makes sense because the original logo was like the sleeping boy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, or the one, the big sombrero. It makes kind of sense.
Okay, no, there's a correlation there because I mean, if anybody has a disproportionately large sombrero on their head,
it is a cartoon mouse.
It's
for sure
named Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah, or Slowpoke Rodriguez, sir.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You know what though? Can I just say, Speedy Gonzales, totally underrated cartoon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally underrated cartoon.
I agree. That's why I wanted people to know.
Glen keeps making more and more tacos. The white man holds a border collie up to his face that begins to kiss him. They kiss passionately. Tacos begin to rain down from the sky. The white man and the border collie have their tongues tied in each other's mouth. They are kissing like how my ex-wife would kiss my asshole for the first year before she claimed all the chili dogs changed the texture of it.
I had done it. Like Walt Disney, the Michelin Man, and Alfonso Fonzarelli before me, I had made the white man happy. I knew success would be mine. Even though I would soon go through a divorce because she was fucking crazy and she seemed to think working 20 hours a day was unhealthy when we just had a newborn at home. And to be honest, I wanted to do nothing with that little piece of shit until they were old enough to properly use a key fob. I knew nothing could ever hold me back. No one could ever stop this Glen Bell from ringing. So, what do you think?
You know, did some actual like workers die in that factory?
Mm-hmm.
Are we sure? Have we looked that up?
I mean, even if they didn't, there's nothing wrong with, adding a little bit of zhuzh.
Wait, hold on. I don't know about that. Are you sure? Because there's no evidence of some sort of explosion or anything crazy.
I did like what Chernobyl did and put all of the doctors into one woman. I did that. But it was
okay. All right.
Every single member of my family that had been abused by the white man in California.
Interesting fact, though, Glen Bell did actually have a chili dog stand that was directly next to a tortilla factory. So that part for sure is true. Yeah, and I think we've covered this before, but the original purpose for the meat was for chili. For his chili dogs, but he added some extra spices or put a California spin on it and made it into taco meat. Yeah.
You know what is crazy, though, is, Glenn, you did work those crazy hours. That's like a true thing, which is pretty fucking gnarly.
Inspirational.
Yeah, inspirational.
Yeah, working 20 hours. I won't do that, but...
No, thanks, cuz.
Okay, I'll fist bump you this time.
But, I mean, I can appreciate that. I think this is, unfortunately, another testament of, like, overworking. But nonetheless, that is still inspiring. But how did your wife handle that?
Not well.
Okay, thank you for that simple not well. Okay, all right, good to know. But I mean, you were opening up a small business.
That's what I was doing. The American dream, ever since my pops brought us over here, it was something that I really felt I needed to do for the Bell family.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, do you have another scene for us?
I do. So before I decided to go with a movie, I thought maybe I could do a stage musical along the lines of my favorite show, Dear Evan Hansen.
Okay.
So this here is more of a musical number, so I don't have the music written, so I suppose what we could do is we could have you sing whatever feels right. And let's see here. There are 4 choir members, so I guess each of you can just pick a number.
I like 3.
Oh, okay. I'll be 2.
Devin,
I'll be 1.
You can be 1 and 4. Actually, no. I'm gonna make Nick. You're gonna be number 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Devin read the stage direction, and then Jordan, you can be my ex-wife again. Okay. You did such a fantastic time with the last scene. Let's try it.
Perfect. I'm ready for it. I've been training for this my whole life.
And then I, of course, will be me.
Okay.
All right. So, Devin, whenever
Part
you're
2, Scene 1, right? Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. The stage is black as I am, light-skinned Mexican. A single spotlight goes up on one person. As each member of the choir is introduced, a new spotlight goes up on them. Glenn!
Oh, Glenn.
Glenn!
Our Glenn!
Glenn!
That was terrible.
Glen Bell is revealed in a suit, tie, suspenders, and one of those big Mexican hats that I totally know the name of what they're called. A Mexican cowboy hat or sombrero, some bibo.
And so I began to work, a taco titan that could not be stopped. I would stand tall and be a man amongst many, and I would bring my flavors to the finest corners of the world. First was
Taco
Tia.
That was
Taco Tia
definitely
was
really
a
bad.
small affair. I bought an old 2-ton bread truck and thousands of straw hats from Mexico. I even hand-painted our brand name on it.
Glenn.
Oh, Glenn.
Glenn.
Why, Glenn?
Why what?
Why did you sell?
Glenn.
Why did you surrender?
Glenn.
Surrender? I didn't surrender. I recognized a good business opportunity.
Why did the football heroes save the
day?
Or did they make it so you refuse
to stay?
Devin just yelled that part. I just wanted to just.
I know.
Yeah.
I can hear him.
Okay. Why was this game you were willing to play?
Bitch ex-wife, not fucking ex-wife, bitch ex-wife, enters from below the stage, leaving the bowels of hell to try to torture him. If we can have dry ice go off or maybe like release some locusts, that'd be really awesome.
It's like Hela from fucking Ragnarok. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
for sure.
You should be
ashamed.
Ashamed. Ashamed. Ashamed.
No. They were local legends. I respect them and all, and I still do. But the profit margins, there weren't enough for pro ballers.
It's never enough.
Never
Never
enough.
Never enough.
There we go.
Never enough.
I sold my shares of that business. Nobody could stop me.
Never enough.
Next was El Taco. El Taco was a great business with a social progressive mascot designed to look like me.
The socially progressive mascot for El Taco comes out doing a samba with his floppy Mexican cowboy hat.
It was pretty good business.
But you sold.
I sold.
You want more?
I want.
Say it.
Say it. Say it. Just say it. Say it.
I franchised to more football players.
And did it work?
No.
It's never enough.
Never enough. Never enough.
Never enough.
It was never enough.
No. This is untrue. You haunt me, witch, for I am Glen Bell. I am the master of the taco. I am the patron saint of Chicanos everywhere. I run where others don't dare to walk. I am the
title card. Do musicals have title cards? Because this one does. Taco Titan Glen Bell, a hard shell in a soft shell world. The Taco Bell Saga, part Dos Equis franchise network for whom the taco tolls. Everybody dances in a frenzy. A dance fighting overwhelms the stage as my bitch ex-wife's body bends in non-Euclidean, is that how you say that? Mm-hmm. In a non-Euclidean angles. Can we hire one of those Cirque du Soleil freaks to do this? I've seen some shit at those shows. You know the ones I'm talking about. The ones you wonder what it would be like to fuck. The dancing stops. A shadow form of myself enters from stage left. It is holding one of my California-style tacos that would make me a household name.
I have come from the land made of thoughts and dreams. I've heard you call when you sleep. I've heard your waking screams. You know, deep inside you, something cries for life. Venture out to the Holy Land. Forget that bitch of an ex-wife.
Bars.
Tell me, spirit, who are you? Why do you find me in my hour of pain? I'm tired of flop. I'm tired of failure. Again and again and again. How is this taco here different than the one before? I don't know if I can go down the road of beef once more.
Take a bite.
What?
Try it.
Glenn takes the taco from the shadow self. He takes a bite of the taco. The stage lights up and a large Mexican flag drops behind them.
Shit's racist as fuck.
I can taste the history of my people in every bite. I will bring this to the public. I will never give up the fight. Taco Bell, here I come.
So that was the only part you're going to sing?
Yeah.
That entire time, if you guys noticed, he talked every single part, but that's the only time you sung.
Yeah, because like it's you know, the talking, singing, the music, it's more to, if I had the music done, the talking would be done to the rhythm of the music.
Okay. Well, I got to say, that is trash.
That's major facts.
No. That's why I thought, no, let's go with the movie.
Okay. Thank God. Thank God, because a Taco Titan musical
is what comes next.
That would be fucking horrible.
Okay, well, since you didn't like that one, I guess we can go to the next part. This is from...
Also, I gotta take issue with this whole Mexican thing, right? Like, am I wrong for saying that?
I know, it's provocative. No. People don't want to hear the plight of the Mexican American. I am willing to argue this could be up there with Selena.
Hold on. People literally worship Selena, like they cherish her.
Exactly,
yes.
And you think,
and people love Taco Bell, and they love me. I can be there. It could be me, Selena, Richie Valens from.
We can't let this fly.
No, this will not, sir. Your transgressions.
I am tired of the Latino voice. Latinx voice being silenced.
Yeah, let's just move on to the next one then.
Exterior sky. It's a
I don't
beautiful...
get that. What the hell does exterior sky mean?
We're outside near the sky.
Near the sky. All right. What the fuck that means? That's really like whatever.
Exterior sky, not interior sky. It's a beautiful, sensual night. The clouds are in those shapes that should leave the audience half erect. Boing, 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 boing. We pan in on a plane that cuts through the sky like a phallus slicing its way into a bussy.
I think it's pronounced bussy.
It's pronounced bussy. That's one thing I learned in White Heaven was all of the bussy craving that white men just tend to have.
Yep, it's a bussy.
As we get closer, we see written on the side of the plane is its name, the Taco Bell, B-E-L-L-E. And in the captain's seat is a light-skinned but distinctly Hispanic, no matter what the brown berets say, Glen Bell. We continue panning till we are interior, cockpit, plane. Glen Bell looks over at the camera.
How the fuck did we get into a plane?
We transitioned into it. That's the beauty of film. Is you can be in the sky and see a plane and then just lean into it using computer machines.
All right, we're in a plane.
Oh, hello. Glad you can join us. I was just flying my company jet as I totally can, even though flying is kinda lame. Definitely not as cool as trains. I mean, 9/11 wouldn't have happened if we had just stuck to trains, but nobody wants to have that conversation. This is Henrik.
Henrik looks over to the camera from the co-pilot seat.
Henrik doesn't say much, but he doesn't have to. His favorite item is the enchilito, which will be very upset to hear I'll be moving.
What?
It is an abomination of God and my people, Henrik. You know this.
Yeah.
What's next, Henrik? Mexican pizza? Come on.
What the fuck? What the fuck language is this? Okay, in prayer.
Take over, Henrik, and you.
Glen Bell points directly at us.
Come with me. You're going to appreciate this.
Glen Bell gets up, and the plane begins to careen wildly. Henrique desperately tries to take over as Glen Bell walks away unfazed into interior boarding area. We are in the small spaces between the cockpit and the passenger seating where the stewardesses go when I ask them to grab me a margarita made with the Applebee's mix I paid a lot of money to get packets of before I smack them on the ass in a respectful way as a sign of gratitude.
You know, that Applebee's mix, high quality.
High quality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Glen Bell looks over his shoulder at us.
Yeah, y'all know Applebee's is a nonprofit?
Really?
Yeah, ain't no way they making money with those prices. Get the fuck out of here.
So this next part is what we call magical realism, okay? Basically, what we're seeing isn't literally how it happened, but it takes poetic license to explain it. Makes sense, dum-dum? Wait, no, I can't hear you. Nod your head if... Ha! Got you, stupid fucking idiots. Just come with me.
Glen Bell heads into the interior passenger cabin. The seats are comfortably separated at distance. Glen Bell points us to look at the first seats on our right. We look over and we see there is the Taco Bell boy, a culturally sensitive and nuanced depiction of the rapscallion Mexican kid. He has one of those big Mexican straw hats and a scarf draped over his shoulder and no shoes.
This right here, this is the first step on our journey to success. You're gonna see a lot of people on our journey to the top. Lots of businessmen who opened Taco Bells and locals who made it all possible. But nothing was more helpful than him, my Taco Bell boy.
Ay caramba, muchacho!
God damn it, I love you, Taco Bell boy. When we were opening a new location, first thing they'd see is my sweet, sweet Taco Bell boy. There would be ads in the newspaper of Taco Bell boy with a wheelbarrow carrying Taco Bell. At openings of our Taco Bells, we would have big fiestas. Mariachi bands would come and play. And we would have flamenco dancers in the big dresses that make them look like they dried charcoal candles that my nana would give me when she was throwing her chanclas at my mischievous, very light brown ass. But the most important of all, we had our Taco Bell boy there.
So this Taco Bell boy, tell me more about this, because I mean, like, I know that clearly this is hella racist, okay?
Oh yeah.
No, Taco Bell boy.
And you use this a lot.
Taco Bell boy was my inner child that I used as kind of like a...
You gave him no shoes.
No shoes.
I didn't wear shoes when I used to live in the barrio.
So there was this one time you dragged like some kind of banner or something through the streets of Florida, and you like blocked traffic, right? This shit was in the news. People saw it.
I think it was the Taco Bell boy that he, like, the banner of the Taco Bell boy that you dragged through Florida that blocked the traffic and made all the fucking news.
So that probably hurt your bottom line.
Absolutely not, because people went, "Who is that little handsome Taco Bell boy? And why is he on this big banner blocking my way to get my son to his Little League game?"
Okay, so
all right,
so you contribute the Taco Bell boy to your success.
Absolutely.
Okay. Back into the scene.
Yes.
Ay caramba, muchacho!
Never change, Taco Bell boy, never change.
Glen Bell continues on further into the plane, stopping by Don Callender. Don Callender looks like if Larry David wasn't Jewish.
This is Don Callender. Don Callender looks like if Larry David wasn't Jewish.
That's true. That's true. I look like if Larry David wasn't Jewish.
Don ran a commissary that was able to help standardize Taco Bell products. No longer would employees have to shred their own cheese or cut their own lettuce. No, dicing tomatoes was not a Taco Bell employee's duty.
Hey, my ma was Marie Callender, okay?
No, the only responsibility were to cook my sweet, slick Taco Bell meat and assemble those tacos. And Don made that possible.
No, Glenn, I am grateful to you. You are a good, nay, a great man. Without you in my life, what would I be?
You'd be nothing. But you don't need to tell. But you don't need me to tell. But you don't need to tell me that. You just need to internalize it. Now come with me.
We walk with Glen Bell as he strolls over to the next set of seats where Wayne Miller, a man who is clearly wearing a dead man's suit and pulling it off.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Wayne. This is Wayne Miller. Wayne was the first franchise salesman I brought in. He used to be a mortician and bam, now he sold my tacos.
There isn't a lot of difference between boxes with corpses in it and tacos.
Just delicious dead meat, right, Wayne?
Yes?
Good man.
Glen Bell heads almost to the back. As he walks past aisles, we see the cop he talks about in the next line in all his cop majesty. Blue Lives Matter.
No, they do not, but go on.
We had lots of franchisees brought in from this point. I love this motorcycle cop we brought in the most. He once had 3 people lined up with their feet spread apart at one of his locations. Last time they ordered off menu.
He passes a llama.
This is my llama. I bought her for my daughter, but I sold it when I discovered it couldn't eyeball 3 pounds of filling.
Glen Bell walks up the very back and is sitting there. Sitting there is Larry Hahn. Larry Hahn is the kind of white who pretends to be Hispanic for #clout.
Hiya, Glenn.
Good day, Larry. Good day.
It is.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, Larry was our guy sent down to Texas to open some franchises there. And you struggled, didn't you, Larry?
You bet, but I was able to figure it out eventually.
Tell them what you told me.
Of course, boss. I told them that it was like selling ice cream to Eskimos. They just weren't interested in California-style tacos.
But with my guidance,
I was able to get us in Texas, where now a podcast of our greatest followers speak about how great we are.
Thank you, Larry.
Is that a reference to us?
Absolutely.
No,
Fuck yeah,
nice.
let's go.
Yeah, go on.
You wouldn't happen to know where I can get a drink, would?
Glenn walks all the way to the back and leans against the wall. Like a cool guy. A real cool guy. A real fucking cool guy. Like the coolest guy you've ever goddamn seen.
It's the age of the Taco Bell, my friends. We need a hard shell to survive. And with this team, I had the crunchiest shell you could ever imagine.
Oh, wow.
So that really played out like a Ocean's 11 scene, right? Or like the scene from Anchorman where he's like Brick Tamlin.
Yep. Yeah, this is the opening, or this is the beginning of the second act of the story. So I wanted to get all the key players in after everyone was aware that I was giving up on the Taco Tia.
Okay. All right. That was actually pretty good. And it's good to know because we did talk about Larry Hahn one time as being the first franchisee to move out of Texas. Actually, one of the first franchisees that Glen Bell really trusted the quality with. You know what I mean?
I don't know why you're telling me this. I was there.
My bad. Yeah. So I was talking to Jordan.
All right. Anyway, so now we're getting to the final chapter of the Taco Titan. This is where the story really comes to an orgasm, if you will.
Okay.
So let's see.
To an orgasm.
I was thinking here.
Oh. Haha. Comes to an orgasm. Haha.
Let's see. I'll be Glen Bell, of course. Let's see. Nick, would you mind taking H.J. Hines?
Sure.
Jordan, I'm gonna have you be the toddler train.
What the fuck is that?
Let's see here. And then,
I see Don Kendall.
yeah, we'll have Devin be Don Kendall.
Okay.
Exterior, country road, daytime. Glen Bell Jr. walks down a dusty road with the Mexican flag over his back like a cape and a sombrero on his head. He carries a briefcase at his side.
Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I have ever known. And like a drifter, I was born to walk alone, and I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time, just another heart in need of rescue, waiting on love's sweet charity. And I'm gonna hold on for the rest of my days, because I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. And after all, I am the
title card. Taco Titan, Glen Bell, a hard shell in a soft shell world. The Taco Bell Saga, Part 3, Assault on Taco Bell 13, the final chapter, or so is it. Credits.
What song was that? What song was that?
Whitesnake.
No. What?
That was.
No.
He was written by Glen Bell, but Whitesnake covered it, I believe.
These are I have never listened to any music played by reptiles. And this is all 100%. Everything in this script is 100% my idea.
Okay.
Credits play. How many scorpions can we fit on screen? Because I feel like we didn't hit the total number on the first try. Can we try again and this time like really cram a bunch of scorpions in? I don't care if the shot is weird or whatever you cinema freaks call it. Just give me all the scorpions, but like on Andrew Garfield's Brazilian face. Can we talk for a second about how he was supposed to play somebody Jewish in that movie too? Like, sure, Andrew Garfield is Jewish and Brazilian. Pick one, Hollywood. You think the general public is going to believe in a cornmeal latke? Really? Fade in. Exterior, country road, sunset. Glen Bell is walking down the road and is so exhausted. You can tell he has done so much labor keeping Taco Bell afloat, and now he needs to walk down this old country road. He takes a deep swig of his water pouch, which is dry. He holds it over his mouth. A single unsatisfying drop falls out and lands on his tongue. With frustration, he throws his water skin out of frame.
God, how am I supposed to solve my existential problem if I cannot even solve my thirst?
We pan back, revealing we are at a crossroads and a figure that is clearly a piece of ketchup selling shit wearing cowboy boots that aren't even a part of his heritage.
It says H.D. Hines, mostly over the shoulder, so we don't have to see his stupid fucking face just yet. That's so fucked up. What seems to be your problem?
We fully reveal H.J. Hines. I don't know if there's a word to describe how evil this sack of shit really is. I'm trying to properly explain it, but there just isn't anything there. Let me try. Looking at him is like when you visit Mexico to connect with your family because they can't appreciate how hard you work for them, and you drink the water, even though your second, much better wife tried to warn you, so you get a bad case of Montezuma's revenge. Except you've already taken the bowl stimulant you've purchased off the waiter, who you're pretty sure is named Jorge, and now you're shitting in the largest erection you've ever had, so all the blood has floated to your downstairs fuck features, leaving you unconscious until you wake up 3 days later, covered in your own shit and cum. That's what H.J. Hines looks like.
What the fuck? Whoever are you?
H.J. Hines tips the cowboy hat that he definitely can't pull off as I can in an attempt to be friendly.
My name is H.J. Hines, and I can hear what your heart, light-skinned, but still distinctly Mexican, Glen Bell.
Well, I know how you knew my ethnicity, as it is very clear. How did you know my name?
A snake slithers out of H.J. Hines' boot-cut jeans like they were going to convince anyone he has done a real day's work. The snake slithers onto H.J.'s shoulder.
I know many things, friend. I know your deepest dreams. The one you hide from the world.
No, not...
A train races by, and Glen Bell's jaw falls open. Once it passes, we see we are at my train theme park. That would have been crazy successful if I had just finished it. Trains are everywhere. They run free, galloping through fields. Trains go on roller coasters and cheer on the descents. A young train drops an ice cream cone, and an older employee train gives the child a replacement.
Wait, didn't Glen Bell really love trains?
Oh, he was absolutely loved trains.
Yeah, I still love trains.
What was the thing? What was this like? You just fixated.
Well, I mean, he train hopped as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me, Utah, T-Bone, Freddy.
Oh, wait, are you talking like trains as in like a sex? Like
no,
they all put the train on you?
No. We loved hopping trains and I loved.
Okay.
The engineering of a powerful locomotive and the fact that you think there's only one type of train? Multiple.
All right. Well, interesting.
How did you do this?
Please. It's nothing. I can make sure your dreams come true. Walk with me.
Glen hesitates but follows HJ into the park, seeing it all from the ground level. It's beautiful. Glen begins to cry out the wonder of it all. How is this possible? A toddler train waddles up to Glen and gives him a balloon that better be shaped like a goddamn train.
What's wrong, mister?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Glen hugs the toddler train deeply.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
The toddler train turns to dust.
No.
Glen turns to look at that piece of shit who's standing with his snake wriggling around his neck. He now wears an eye patch and has a cane because subtext is for cowards.
It isn't real yet, but it can be.
God damn you. What do you want?
I just want to make you happy, Glen.
I know your type. You always want something in return. What is it? Do you want my soul? Is that it? You want my spicy and savory soul?
No. That's not what I'm after.
Then what is it? Tell me. Tell me.
It's your chains, Glen.
Well, what?
Your chains are holding you back, Glen. Taco Bell is holding you back. As long as you are there, you will never be able to be the man you need to be.
You dare.
Oh, Glen, I dare. I can offer you so much money. Think about how great your theme park could be, only if you had $20 million.
I...
What do you say, Glen? That's more than all of your stocks are worth.
I just...
The toddler train comes up to Glen Bell and pulls on the bootcut jeans Glen is wearing and fucking nailing.
Mister, won't you take the deal for me? For me?
Yes.
What was that?
I said yes, damn it.
The toddler train poofs into dust. H.J. Hines comes up now holding a contract and a large all-black peacock feather pen.
Wonderful. Now just sign here.
I have just one question. Will this income be taxed?
That's a good question.
What?
I just want to make sure.
Would I give you a bad deal?
Be honest, demon.
What?
From the sky flies down the angelic chairman of PepsiCo, Don Kendall. His wings flutter behind him, as he approaches in a comforting but threatening manner. The deal you offer will be taxed, and due to American tax code, as an exchange for stocks, it will mean Glen will have a measly $10 million.
Only $10 million?
A man cannot survive on that little money, let alone make his divinely blessed train park come alive with that money.
You have no business here, Don.
I do. It's going from like Rod Sterling to Wallace Shawn here. I do, for I have an offer for the devout and faithful Catholic, as that is what Mexicans believe, and Glen is a Mexican.
I am.
Yes, he is.
I will trade you stocks, Glen. 1.43 shares of Pepsi for every share of Taco Bell, Glen. The government can't be taxed. Inconceivable.
That sounds like a good deal.
No, he is a deceiver.
The only deceiver is you, hand job.
That's a good burn, Don Kendall. I'm glad somebody said it.
Thank you, Glen. I'm glad I came up with that and nobody else did.
It was a very witty joke.
It is very good. So good, in fact, I'll say it again. Hand job.
Gah! I will have my revenge.
Good luck with that, you white devil. As long as our community stands strong against men like you, we will never crumble. Si se puede.
Don Kendall does a move with his hand like in those animes all the school shooters up here keep telling me about. Baja Blast! A blast of energy shoots out of his hands, slamming into H.J. Hines. H.J. Hines tumbles back.
This isn't the last time you've heard of H.J. Hines!
H.J. transforms into a cloud of locusts and flies off. We're safe for now, Glenn. But remember, danger is around every corner. Keep your eyes open. Who knows when H.J. will try to reach around and get you. Hand job.
I'll keep myself safe. My body is a temple, and my culture's food is not for sale.
But we have a deal, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
They jump and high five.
Okay, so this is all about H.J. Hines is the enemy here. This guy, he's
crooked piece of shit.
He's the ops.
Yeah.
Okay, he's the ops.
And fun fact, Heinz is actually really subpar ketchup. Like, it has only 23% tomato in that ketchup.
Heinz is so famous as ketchup.
Yeah,
so,
and they're actually being sued.
Right now?
Well, they were being sued by Israel because Israel's like, y'all are mislabeling.
Israel the country?
Israel the country.
So
What
you
the
say
fuck?
that Heinz is a subpar
How can the
ketchup?
country sue?
Because they're mislabeling.
Oh,
the
they're selling it in Israel. Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
Interior, dark basement. Light-skinned Mexican Glen Bell sits in a chair with a whiskey on the table next to him. He looks at it and sighs.
My body had started to turn on me. No longer was I the young, virile man I had been but a few years previous. No longer would you look at me with awe and splendor unless in response to my hottest of hot takes, like the best era of SNL was the 9 months after Phil Hartman died. Or Biggie killed Tupac. No, now my body did not command that anymore. It was over. I was through. I was going to be shaking for the rest of my life till my muscles and joints gave out. This would be the end of me. Glen Bell, Taco Titan and Mexican visionary. But this ending made so little sense. I was a great man. I ate the FEMA-approved number of deliciously damp chili dogs a day. I had removed the enchilada from our menu. I had even gotten a vaccine. How was I sick like this? Maybe there was no good answer. Maybe I just had to admit that maybe bad things happen to the best of us. If Benito, old Benny, could be killed by his own people, why should I imagine myself so lucky as to have my body not turn on me? But the question still scratched at the back of my head. Who had done this to me? And then it hit me.
Close-up of Glen Bell's face, we can see the wrinkles that came from those years of manual labor in the sun, growing and picking tacos off the vine.
It was you. It was you all along. It was you. And then this is where we reveal who was actually the reason I was sick. You see, a lot of people don't know this, but when it comes to this actual story of Glen Bell, there's something you all need to know, and that is...
Right there!
Oh, you!
That's right! Give me that! Hey, guys!
Fucking
Oh,
Mexican
God.
pizza.
Let's go!
Yeah!
How did he get back into the studio?
Give me that mic back!
Shut up!
It looks like I left the window open.
Oh,
I
again?
climbed in. Hold on, I'm gonna open the door and let my lawyers in. Boys? Now,
This is
Glenn.
we got the best production possible, baby. Let's go.
I don't know what he's trying to do or what he's telling you guys, but Glen Bell, nor does the Bell family, nor does PepsiCo own the rights to the story of Glen Bell.
Who owns the rights to the story of Glen Bell?
I do. So I thought I would bring in a portion of my script to show you who the real Glen Bell is.
So we got to read another script?
Yeah, just one more.
Okay, hopefully it's not as racist. I'm open to this Mexican pizza because he's really misrepresented himself this entire time.
I'm not misrepresenting anything.
He's clearly not Mexican.
No, yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, let's see it then.
By your own logic, Glenn, why would a Mexican man be in white heaven?
Fair enough. That is actually really fair. Well, Herman Cain is also in white heaven. I think
we all know about Herman.
And OJ, but...
No, OJ's not dead yet. You remember?
That's right.
Yeah, it's Herman Cain.
All right, so let me go ahead and get this, hand this off to you guys. So I just wrote...
Right.
I'm handing off to you the pig scene. What I feel is the proper representation of Mr. Bell here.
Okay.
So, I'll be Glenn. And then, Nick, we'll have you be the father.
Okay.
And then, Jordan, you'll be the little girl.
Ooh.
And then, Devin, we'll have you read the directions again.
The pig dialogue. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Interior. Barn. Midday. A little girl is crying softly next to her dad's leg. She can't be older than 12 and is trying to hold it together. Glen Bell walks up to them with his assistant, a young woman at his side. The light from outside obscuring him till he is almost too close. He bends down so he is on level with the little girl, even though you can tell it hurts a little bit to do so.
Hey, hold on.
What's wrong?
The little girl sobs more.
It's her.
I didn't ask you. What's wrong?
The little girl swallows some more sobs.
My pig didn't win.
It didn't win?
No.
No? But it was such a great pig. It is a pig, right?
Yes.
Not a dog in a pig costume, is it?
No.
It's not 2 kids in a pig coat, is it?
No.
So it's just a pig?
Yes. Well, no.
No.
It's not just a pig.
Of course not.
He's my pig. The best pig.
I'm sure he is. That's why, if it's okay with you, and your pop's there, I'd like to buy it from the 2 of you.
Oh. Okay.
Is that okay, sir?
I suppose it's 17 a pound.
17 a pound?
17, yes, sir.
Does that sound right to you?
I suppose.
Really? I thought this was the best pig. It is the best pig, right?
It is.
Then I'd say it's worth at least, 25 a pound?
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Write the man a check.
Glenn snaps his fingers twice without looking back. His assistant writes a check and hands it to the father. He looks at it gobsmacked.
Say thank you to Mr. Bell.
Thank you, thank you.
Don't thank me for rearing the best pig. Take it to the car.
Rearing the best pig.
His assistant begins to escort the pig out.
It was a pleasure.
The little girl begins to cry again, harder. She has only just realized she will never again see the pig. She raised this animal from birth and doesn't know what to do.
What's wrong?
I don't want to give up my pig.
Have you ever sold a pig before?
No.
I bet this was the first pig you've ever raised, isn't it?
It is. I raised it from birth.
Then this is going to be a hard moment for you, but I need you to listen. And I need you to learn. You raised a good pig, so in turn, I purchased a good pig. I will take this pig home to a farm. I will take this pig to a farm I have just a little ways away. At that farm, I have a professional slaughter space. A man whose name I have never bothered to learn, but I know from reputation alone will slaughter what is no longer yours. He will exsanguinate it. Do you know what that means?
No, but...
That means bleed it. Do you know what that means?
Like when I get a cut?
Kind of. What you do is you bind the pig's legs, the front and the back together, and hang it upside down from a hook. Then you take a long, sharp knife and slice through its neck from ear to ear. Since it's upside down, the blood will pour from its neck into a bucket sitting below the pig. That's actually where you get the phrase, bleeding like a stuck pig from, which is a phrase you're going to be very intimate with very soon.
Don't hurt my pig!
It's not your pig anymore.
Sir, please. You need to stop.
No. I don't. This is important, and she needs to learn. Now, little girl, do you like bacon?
Baby, you don't have to answer.
Yes, you do. Do you like bacon?
Yes.
And do you know where that bacon comes from?
Pigs?
That's right. And we have to kill them to get that bacon.
But not my pig.
Yes, my pig. You raised that pig with intent to sell it so it could be slaughtered. So its body could be eviscerated into loin, chops, and bacon. People like me take what is just an animal and transform it into something more. Titans like me can take what makes you salivate and bring it into reality.
But can't you let my pig live?
No, because it's my pig. My pig wasn't bred to live a joyous life. You bred it so it could be consumed. You bred it so that my man in my barn, who I know off reputation alone, could take a bit out of it, resell it for a hefty profit, and then be cooked. Cooked into loin, chops, and that delicious bacon you enjoy so much. That bacon you have on the side, next to the pancakes on Saturday mornings. I'm sorry to get heated, it's just... Here. You know your father will die one day, right?
What the fuck? What?
Sir!
He will. One day your father, your mother, myself, we will all die. And if we're lucky, after we die, we will be buried in the ground. Maybe we'll be cremated, turned into dust and spread somewhere. Anywhere. Maybe when we die, it is in such a tragic way that there is nothing left to bury. Just human pulp splayed on the side of the road or pulled at the bottom of a Santa Fe skyscraper. But no matter what, your father, your mother, me, and most definitely you, one day will be a corpse that no one will do anything with. We will be a bloated, useless thing in the ground. Not even compost for bugs and funguses anymore, thanks to the wonderful advances we've made in embalming arts. You'll just simply be a corpse taking up space. But this pig, that used to be yours and it's now mine, it can create beautiful memories. It can maintain its value in death. Don't you want it to be valued in a way that you never could be?
I guess so.
Don't you want something you do to maintain its value?
Yes.
Then I will take my pig, and your father will take his money. I hope he shares it with you.
Glen Bell stands up and nods.
Good day to the both of you.
Then Glen Bell leaves. The little girl does not cry anymore. The slow and cold realization of death creeps into practically all angles of her thoughts.
That's the Glen Bell I know.
Is that a real story?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
That is horrifying.
That's not how it happened.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so did you actually eat the pig or did you throw it away?
I threw the pig away. But you have no right to make this film. Absolutely no right.
Yes, I do, because I have the rights.
Well, I'm back on Earth and I want the rights. I want to make my film.
Absolutely not.
What? You give it back, you little bastard.
No. If you want them, you're gonna have to fight me for that.
I'll do it, you little fucker.
Okay, not in the studio. Not in the studio.
Not in the studio. Glenn, I challenge you to an astral fight.
What?
Well, thank you for listening to today's show. Oh my gosh, that was eventful, and I gotta say, that's gonna be a terrible movie if it gets out.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna see it. I mean, it's one of those things where you gotta take the script in. You gotta let it happen within, and then. But I can definitely when this comes out, one please for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh yeah, because your wife definitely does not want to go with you to see this. It's for sure gonna be a one please. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to see them again for another year. Glen Bell and Mexican Pizza are both terrible people within their own rights, and yeah,
I think this will be the powder keg that gets Glen Bell canceled. I think that this is the thing that'll put Glen Bell into a different category of infamy.
Yeah, for sure. A posthumous cancellation of Glen Bell, the light-skinned Mexican himself.
Oh my god,
Jordan, you got anything to add?
I'll see anything that Mexican Pizza puts together.
Oh, you're a big fan?
I'm lining up at the door.
Okay.
I'm there. How much is it? Worth it.
I'll be an investor.
Jordan already got his tickets on Fandango for this shit.
Facts.
Well, that was. I'm happy we were able to do that. I wish we were able to talk to T.W. Warren himself, but no sweat there. What do you guys think, Bell Nation? Would you go see a Glen Bell movie? Because we're kind of forced to, but would you do so? And let us know. And please remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and follow our Patreon for exclusive content. We did this last time. We talked about this woman's worst date ever. Her first date that she met somebody. And apparently they coerced her into buying 100 tacos.
Yeah, you gotta peep that.
Yes, definitely peep that. But I'm your boy, Nick Ortiz. Follow me on TikTok. I've been doing TikToks, Taco Bell TikToks as of late. So please follow, like, share. And then again, if you love our podcast, your friends are going to love this podcast. So please share with your friends.
Cool. So it's your boy 112 Jordan Krenek signing off. All right. Just want to say thank you for tuning in again, and definitely tune into some more of the Cravens box stuff that we got coming. We got a nice little interview coming up soon, so I'm excited about that. But that's all I got.
Also, can we get a round of applause for our female lead?
Snap, snap. Here.
That was a good round of applause for our female lead there. Devin,
bro, can you stop pressing that?
Devin, please.
This is your humble narrator, DJ Dill, signing off. Follow us on Instagram here, Devin P. Hen.
All right. Stay Baja blessed.
Holla.
This show is made possible thanks to listeners like you. For more great Cheesy Gordita Bunch content, follow us on social media. And if you'd like to support the show and hear exclusive bonus content, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cheesy Gordita Bunch.